though.
Texting. Ooh, sorry about that. Moved it again.
All that shit, and then you fucking...
You're still in the shot. You're completely in the shot.
Because you moved it back.
The back is good. You can see more.
No, you did all that maneuvering, and then you turned it on and went...
Oh, I didn't...
And just put it back to where it was.
I can see you completely.
No, because then you went again and you adjusted it. You readjusted the fuck up.
I blame Jobu.
But I like that angle you had. It was higher.
I blame Yoda. I blame Big Pipey.
Poor motor skills.
Anyway, that is the Redoubtable one himself, or if you couldn't tell by the shirt.
You can't
see it from there. The Redoubtable one right there in the black. Yes, if he stands up.
Yes. The Redoubtable one.
Yes, our sponsors finally got with the times, got some stuff here. So Tom is over there on your left if you're watching at home. The highly questionable 100 minutes on your right. Segment 1, IDD, for those who know. This segment brought to you by...
Speaking of our sponsors, this is...
Got a new one.
Sprite Zero Sugar... Well, it's Zero Sugar Sprite Chill.
I like the chill part.
And it's
chill.
Cherry lime flavored. Okay?
Yeah.
So Zero Sugar Lemon Lime and Cherry Lime flavored soda. With the pin whip, it's really a dreamboat.
It really is. He's right about that. So welcome back to I Don't Disagree. It is a wet my whistle weed Wednesday, and you know the second part happened. Segment 1, it's going to be NBA. My team was last night, so we could go first with that, but that was a blowout like everybody knew it was going to be. So we will get to it.
I'm okay if you want to recap that
because this
quick.
is fresh in your mind.
Okay.
And I have thoughts on this as well.
Yeah. And that game was such a sleeper yesterday.
So
you guys were surgical. But.
We'll talk about that. There's a thing that's going on. Anyway, I'll explain later. Bottom line is this. The Knicks did what I felt was going to be the difference in the series anyway. They just didn't wait till Game 7 to do it. They did it in Game 2. Until they did it in Game 1 too. Look, they are the tougher team. They lose Brunson for the second quarter. They lose Anunoby for the rest of the game. If there was ever a chance for Indiana to break through and win one on that floor, that was it. Mm-hmm. And what did they do? They wet themselves.
Yeah. They were up 10 at the half.
They literally wet themselves.
Up 10 at the half.
And they wet themselves because the Knicks went, and that's literally all it took.
Okay, but can I say something, though?
What?
I think Rick Carlisle's fucking this up.
No, he's not fucking it up.
Yes, he is. Dude, he keeps taking McConnell off the floor. McConnell is a problem for the Knicks.
But he can't play 48 minutes.
He didn't have to play 48.
How many minutes did he play tonight?
Dude, he doesn't play him that much.
He played 23 minutes.
Right.
Okay.
He could have played 15 more minutes.
Well,
he's all over Brunson, and he gets his shot whenever he wants. He probably hit, 8 shots tonight?
Here's the problem with Indiana. We said that they don't stop a chair on defense, and they don't.
You were right about that.
But when you look at the lineup, with the exception of maybe, and I actually don't know if that's true, Halliburton, Pascal Siakam was known as a defensive guy before he went to Indiana. Naismith, when he played for the Celtics, they drafted him because of his defense. And then the center, Miles Turner, is long, lanky, and athletic as fuck. So, at least from the front line perspective, how do these three guys just get beat? Because on paper, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. But they've been that way all season.
But did they get out-rebounded tonight? They've actually been pretty good.
No. They got out-rebounded tonight by about 20. I'm sorry. I was wrong. By 11. It would have been 20 if Montgomery had played. He didn't, so it was 11.
Montgomery had played.
Your backup center.
Oh, Mitchell Robinson.
Montgomery.
Montgomery?
Yeah. It's called marijuana. Anyway,
an Englishman?
Montgomery. Mitchell, whatever. The point is he's not there. And he's a rebounding machine.
He only played 11 minutes in the first game.
And here's where it really is. If you're a Pacer fan, what are you thinking right now? Other than your team is a bunch of pussies. Yeah, pussies. Just fucking pussies. The game plan coming in, and by the way, America knew this. You had to keep the Knicks off the glass, especially on the offensive end, because they kill you with second and third opportunities. So now here's the problem.
Dude, in the first game they did pretty good.
Here's the problem, okay? 12 offensive rebounds. 12? 12.
They gave up 12 to us.
You guys aren't as big without.
Well, against Philly, I think we had like 20 something.
All that is boxing out. You're in a man-to-man. You box him out. I box him out. You box him out. That's it. It's easy.
I know, dude.
It's minimal. It's just attention to detail. If you watch them, what they did to the Sixers because of that was one of the biggest reasons they beat Philly, was second and third shot. What the fuck is going through your minds? Does that not... See, here's the thing. Rick Carlisle, I know, can coach. I know he can coach, okay? He outcoached Spoelstra in the finals. I know he can coach, okay? Because the fucking Heat had the better team, okay? So I know he outcoached him. Yeah, they had Dirk, but I mean, listen, no. So the bottom line is this. They told them, he told them, keep him off the glass. Mm-hmm. I have no doubt he said that.
Yeah.
But I'm not pinning this on Rick Carlisle. No way.
Because I just think
all of America,
his bench is kicking our ass, and I think he should just stay with him.
Well,
I'm glad he's not.
I didn't think when the series started, I said it was going to be New York in 7, that no one was going to win on the other floor. And I still believe that. But if there was ever a chance for Indy to do it, it was tonight. They blew it.
That was the one thing I agree with Barkley on tonight, because when they went to them at halftime, Barkley said, this now becomes a must-win for the Pacers.
Yep.
Because if you were going to steal one, like you just said,
this was their chance.
You got to get the one where Brunson is out for 13 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
and
15.
And then you lose, 15.
15 minutes, then you lose Anunoby.
For the game.
Was that in the third?
Yeah. You went a fourth quarter without him.
I mean, we won the fourth quarter.
And they kicked your ass. Without their best defensive player, I might add. So they lost one of their best rebounders before the game, even the ball went up. Then they lose the best defensive player. You still get out rebounded by 11, and they put up 130 on you. And Brunson misses a quarter. Are you what? I mean, if you're a Pacer fan right now, you should be fucking breaking shit, going, you donkeys. If the Celtics did that, I'd be fucking lighting them on fire right now.
Dude,
you couldn't out-tough a short-handed team.
Right,
now look,
so
the Knicks
I might be exaggerating, and I might be biased, but I kind of feel like that was like an all-time performance for Brunson. I like him in the second half and in the fourth quarter.
That wasn't as good as what he did. It was good, but what he did to Philly was better.
I know, but he's hurt. He was hurt. You could tell he wasn't himself. I think what he did tonight, he came in, the first half of the third quarter, he didn't look like himself at all. He was just out there. And he was passing pretty much every time he got the ball. He was trying to facilitate. I think he hit a shot here or there. But in the fourth quarter,
Pascal
hurt. He took over that game. Why'd you make that face like you didn't have a good fourth quarter?
No, he did. I'm just saying I don't think it's as good as that 47-point piece he dropped on Philly. That was a masterpiece.
He scored 25 or something in the second half.
But they don't. But Philly plays D. These guys don't.
Yeah, but he's on. You could tell his foot wasn't right.
No, I'm just saying that team is in the shadow of Philly.
Who?
I'm saying that team isn't.
Why aren't I allowed to be happy today?
You are.
Why are you being so ornery with me?
I'm saying
my Knicks was your Bruins lost and you're pissed. Is that what it is?
No. I'm trying to back. I'm saying if
allow me to be happy.
No, if I'm a Pacers fan, I'd be fucking irate. I'm not irate personally, but I'm like, if you should be fucking blowing.
But you won't let me enjoy my Knick win.
You're gonna have. What are you talking about? You have 2 days to enjoy your Knick win.
No, this is the night to enjoy it. I just watched it. Come on, you know it goes down each day.
You can celebrate all you want. I was just making the point of that if I'm a Pacers fan right now, thinking about what just happened, that was their best chance to win a game in New York. Series is over. Yeah. I mean, again, I think they're going to win 2.
I thought it was an amazing.
I think they're going to win all 3 in Indy, and it ain't going to matter because they had their one chance to steal one in New York. They're not going to steal one now.
Yeah.
They may hold home court. I think they will, but they're not winning in New York now. That was their only chance.
I wonder if OG is going to be back. Like if they need to sit them in Indy.
Sit them in Indy. You've lost nothing.
Right. If you come back 2-2, fuck it.
Fuck it.
You'll win game 5.
Yeah, rather than push him and then you lose it for the rest of the series. No, don't.
If this is not like a major injury and he just needs a few more days,
give it to him.
Give him.
You've got the cushion.
Because if we can somehow steal one without him,
it's over.
It's fucking over. Exactly. And if not, then you come back with what, 4 days rest as opposed to 2?
I'm just saying with that injury, because then we don't know what the severity of it is. But I've had hamstring tweaks and pulls and sprains and all that shit. Depending on the severity of it.
If it was a cramp.
If it was just a cramp.
Because you know how they lock up?
I know. I've had it many. Oh, God, I have nightmares about it.
Dude.
It's happened to me many times.
Oh, my God. They just go, Kurr!
Yeah, and everything locks up. You have to stand up. You're like, ah!
ever gotten one in bed?
Yes.
Oh, man.
All the time.
What do you do?
You stand
you try
up.
to roll out.
No,
right?
you
try
stand
to roll
up
out.
and you reach down. You try and grab your toe and stretch your
shit.
side. It's like, and like your toes go like this and fucking all. It's God, it's fucking painful. Anyway.
OG, I hope he's okay.
But yeah, well,
dude.
again,
But before he got hurt,
he was killing it.
holy shit! Talk about a guy you should run some offense through, Jalen. Like you can take some plays off.
Now again, remember the opponent.
Sure.
They can't guard it. Fuck, they're the worst defensive team left.
But OG showed that against Philly too. When he wanted to get a shot, he could go at the
he is
bucket.
a capable offensive player. I think he is. But he had 28.
You just don't want me to enjoy any of my Knicks shit.
He had 28 points in
Remember
2.5
the
quarters. He had 28 points in 2.5 quarters. Remember, he got hurt? If he stayed, he probably would have scored 40 easily. Okay?
Jalen had 28 in less than 3 quarters.
Yes, against Indiana.
I know, but it was still great.
By the way, Brunson wasn't there. they couldn't stop him. That's the worst part about it. Because if Brunson's not there, then you can focus on him. You shift your whole defense to him. Brunson wasn't there.
They didn't have to shift the whole defense. All you had to do was keep T.J. McConnell on him. But instead,
OG could post him up.
What?
I'm saying when Brunson was out is when he did the bulk of his damage. He did.
Yeah.
The 15 minutes Brunson missed the last 2 minutes of the first quarter.
He was the only offense.
But that's the thing. For 14 minutes, these donkeys couldn't stop him. And look, he is a capable player, but they made him look like fucking Dr. J.
Stan Van Gundy. I don't know, they did. He didn't look like that. He wasn't getting like fucking beautiful looks. He was just like barrel into the hole. And
I'm saying he went down the lane looking like Dr. J.
No, he didn't. He's not that graceful.
No, he was good though.
No, he's great.
But I never seen him do that before.
Yeah.
Then again, I never seen him against the Pacers before.
dude, remember when he yoked in fucking Embiid's face?
Yeah, Embiid can't jump.
That was nasty. That was so fucking nasty. He jumped from the dotted line.
Yeah, but Embiid was backing up. You can't jump when you're backing up. And to top it off, he tried to push him.
Yeah, Embiid pushed him in the stomach.
I know, but you can't. Again, he was backing up. If you're backing up and trying to push somebody, you're not. It's not doing anything because your momentum is going this way. Yeah. So it looks even worse. It's just
dude, he jumped from the dotted line, so the half ring, up by the foul line.
I know what the dotted.
Just bam.
I know what the dotted part is.
I know, but you're acting like it's not a big deal.
Where he took off from is not a big deal. It's a big deal. But the fact is, the guy he dunked on was backing up, is on one leg, and it just didn't.
I mean, it's still nice that he dunked on him.
It's like when what's his name fell off of Nakatomi Plaza, fucking going backwards. And then Anobi, to his credit, puts his knee right in his face. Fucking take that.
Dunked in his fucking face.
Puts his knee right in his fucking. Take that. Oh my god,
dude! So you can't enjoy that because Joel Embiid is backing up?
That's just the facts of what was happening.
Right, but why can't?
Well, no. If Embiid, first of all, I'll tell you why you can't enjoy it. It would have been better if Embiid was coming up and he got up to and he went over him and dunked it as he was trying to block the shot. That would have been better. That would have been better.
Of course,
because then he could have been like, Rah!
Of course, that would have been better. But it was still great that he dunked in his face. I loved it.
But again, people that know basketball, he was backing up. You can't jump when you're backing up. It's fucking stupid. Just get out of the way. At that point, get out of the way.
The dunk was still great.
It was a nice dunk.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, the guy he dunked it on was backing up and it was on a bad knee. That's all I'm saying.
It's still a great dunk.
See, here's where
because Embiid was a dirty bitch. It was great to see him yoke on.
See, here's where I like Anunoby. He took advantage of his opportunity. Unlike the Pacers tonight, who didn't take advantage of theirs. That's what's great about Anunoby. He saw the opportunity and he took it.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
The fucking Pacers tonight saw the opportunity and peed down their legs.
They did.
They did. They fucking did. So, I mean, that adjustment to his point, will McConnell play more minutes in Indy? Yeah, he will. I'm sure he will.
So you're not giving credit at all to the Knicks?
The Knicks did what they were supposed to do.
Okay.
I said the Knicks weren't going to lose a game at home. They didn't. And I don't think they're going to. Okay? So we'll see how he responds back home, but I would think the first thing...
Am I talking to Reggie Miller tonight?
I think the first thing that...
Am I talking to Reggie Miller right now?
I said Reggie Miller wouldn't predict the Knicks to win.
Yeah, but he would talk about the Knicks wins the way you are.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why can't we say anything positive about the Knicks?
You can. They lose Brunson for a whole quarter. They fucking fight back. Anunoby steps up and it shows he has more offense than people realized. Because he did it on it, and he did it when his team needed him to. Yes, give him credit for that.
Yes.
All day long.
They also they had to go to a guy on their bench that didn't play a single minute in the playoffs.
Yeah, what was his name? And he was good. He stepped up.
Well, Alec Burks didn't do anything, but Precious Achua
was good.
I mean, he's the third big man.
He made 2 very big plays in that fourth quarter run, and they weren't.
Were they the dunks?
No, they
were rebounds.
Rebounds.
Oh, he got some offensive.
He
right?
broke Indy's back with like 2 or 3. Maybe it was 3.
When there was like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, but it was still.
Yeah.
He kept getting the fucking ball. I was like, oh my god! Like, does anybody know what he's gonna?
Dude, did he get the one where he threw it out to DiVincenzo and DiVincenzo shoots a quick 3? I'm going, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was. I don't get why he shot that shot.
Was that a Precious or was that a Hartenstein?
I think it was Precious. I think. But
you're right though. He got a couple of those just backbreakers that were like, you needed that possession.
Indy actually stopped them or forced a tough shot, and then because this dude just outfought him for the ball.
Yeah.
But again, if you're the Pacers, that should be the bulk of your fucking practices because that's why they're so damn good because they get extra possessions.
Well, it's the thing that the Knicks do.
Coming, yeah.
So it's like the real one thing the Knicks do. So if you think to yourself, if we stop that.
The thing about it is, this is why I say the Knicks are better for one reason. They're tougher. Boxing out is just making a decision that if I have to get down and dirty, I'm doing it every possession. And the Pacers aren't willing to do it. And the Knicks are more than happy to do it. That's the fucking difference. The Knicks are like that Ball Street brawler, and these guys are like that finesse guy. But the second things get tough, no. You can't play that kind of game. Yeah. So, and the Knicks are making them play that game right now. And they're doing it shorthanded. Yeah. Which is where it's crazy. It blows your mind. So credit to the Knicks for that. But if I'm
Did Josh Hart mess around tonight?
He got close. He had 12 rebounds.
Dude, Hartenstein almost messed around.
Yeah, he got close.
He was 3 assists shy.
He was
pretty sick.
I think when I saw it, he had the double already. He had like 5 assists at the time. He had like 12 rebounds. He had 20-something points again. And he had like 5. When I saw it, he had 5 assists. I don't think he may have finished with more than that. I'm assuming he got a couple more, but because the Knicks kept scoring. So I mean, he must have had at least 1 or 2 more.
So he had 19, 15, and 7.
He got 2 more after. Okay.
A steal, a block, 5 turnovers.
Yeah, that's the one bad thing.
That's the thing. Like, but here's the thing with Hart. He's going 100 miles an hour for 48 minutes.
Between him and fucking what's his nuts there, Anunoby when he's on the court, I don't know whose battery is better because they both. That's what they do.
I think it's Hart.
I don't know because Anunoby takes the other team's best player too.
That's true.
I think it's Anunoby because he does what you don't see, which is keep the other team's best player in shackles. Yeah. And I'm not saying Hart can't play defense. He can, but I'm just saying
he's not as good a defender.
No, Anunoby's the best defender on the team. Anunoby, in my opinion, should have been a finalist for defensive player.
In
my opinion,
the crazy part about it is they almost complement each other so well.
They do
because Anunoby locks you down. Hart will out rebound.
But see, this is whoever the GM is for the Knicks.
Leon Rose.
He did a masterful job, and this is what I give Brad Stevens for in Boston. He put complementary pieces. He built a team. Mm-hmm. They mesh well together. You just said they complement one another. He's right. Yeah. That's part of that's credit to the GM for knowing the kind of players they needed to get and finding them. And that's why they're so dangerous.
So Hartenstein had 14 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists.
He was close.
That's a hell of a night.
That's a hell of a night for us.
That's a fucking hell of a night. Yeah. Jalen Brunson, what'd you have, my friend?
29.
5
assists.
5 assists.
Now, again, he missed a quarter and whatever it was. So
a quarter and 3 minutes.
Probably would have had 3 more assists if he had played in that quarter.
Quarter.
And kicked him with a grain of salt, the 5 assists.
Guess what he was plus minus?
18.
Plus 26.
That was close.
He was really good.
Was anyone plus 18? Did they get one right?
No.
No.
At least none in the Knicks.
No.
Hartenstein was plus 21. Josh Hart was plus 9. DiVincenzo tonight. Talk about a step-up game.
Yeah.
28 points.
6 out of 12 from the 3.
6 rebounds, 4 assists.
But we don't have any shooters, RJ.
Kiss my ass.
Dude, they shot 46% from the 3.
They're shooting the 3 better now than they've shot it all year.
They are.
By how many? 8%? 7%? So, yeah.
Brunson was 3 of 6. Anunoby before it was 4 out of 7. So then the guy, Yeah, no, there was nobody else.
McBride hit a couple shots tonight, but not threes, I don't think.
He had one basket
just one.
and 2 free throws. He was a minus 22.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Dude, when Brunson went out and McBride came in, it was like they were shell-shocked for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Were you watching it, or were you watching the hockey game?
I was watching the hockey game until it was not a hockey game anymore.
Yeah.
Which was after that it happened.
So it was strange. So it was the same. So Brunson goes out and the bench comes in. And again, it's that unit with McConnell and whoever the fuck else is on their bench.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And boom, it went from us being up 7 to down whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And the Knicks were doing dumb shit, dribbling off each other's feet.
That's when they had a lot of stupid turnovers
Yeah.
in that stretch.
And I think they might have been a little shell-shocked.
And Halliburton got hot. He
Yeah.
ended up at 34, but he had 22.
It was the second quarter.
Yeah, it was the second quarter. So, look, the Knicks held serve. The kudos to them. They're the better team, and they're going to win this series. The Pacers, I know, are going to be better at home because offensively in that building, they look like the fucking Harlem Globetrotters. So they're going to do funky stuff. Doesn't mean the Knicks can't still beat them because defense travels. But I expect offensively you'll see the best of the Pacers in games 3 and 4.
Health is going to be a big one.
And we don't know the stat. I am worried about this I don't know thing. I hope it's not serious, but he's right. And I think he said it off air. If they have to sit him out a couple games, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Don't risk pushing him back too
Right.
soon. Because until game 5 would be, to me, the earliest you do it. If they come back
Yeah, that's a good
2-2,
point.
okay, it's game 5. That's the most. The team that wins game 5 wins the series 87% of the time. So if I'm going to play him, that's when I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's
At the earliest,
At the
you're
earliest.
saying.
At the earliest. They come back 3-1. You don't,
Oh
have,
my
you don't have to do
God.
it.
Yeah, no.
No.
So,
So-
if you win game 3,
No, it's over.
you've bought yourself.
It's over.
Yeah.
The Pacers will quit. They'll fucking quit. I seriously, I saw. See, as a competitor, watching that made me mad because the Philly New York series was great because they both they fucking threw haymakers at each other.
Yeah.
This Indiana team's a bunch of pussies. They just wilt. Like, they didn't even fight. It's like that scene. I don't know if you ever saw the movie 3 O'Clock High, where Buddy Revell's going to beat up Jerry, and Jerry's this little fucking bookworm, and Buddy Revell's like this boy that came in that like bit a freaking teacher's ear. He's nuts, and he bumps him or touches him when you can't touch the kid, and Jerry's like, so he's playing with the lockers. You and I are going to fight at 3 o'clock, and the whole fucking day he spends trying to figure out a way to get out of this fight. Finally, he approaches him with a bunch of cash that he steals out of the fucking library, the cash register. Okay, so he's a criminal now to save his own butt, and gives Buddy Revell $300 not to beat him up. He's like, just to call off the fight, no catches. And he goes, yeah. He's like, and he looks at him for a minute, like. But then he looks at the money, and goes, well, all right, you live. And then he goes, but you know something, Mitchell?
What the fuck?
You
are
are the biggest pussy I've ever met in my entire life. I mean, you didn't even try. How's that feel? And then he walks by him. And that, to me, is the Knicks looking at the Indiana Pacers right now. They lose Brunson. They lose frickin' Anunoby. We're still going to fuck it. The Pacers just go, no. And if I'm the Knicks, I'm going, I mean, you didn't even try. How's that feel? Because I think the Knicks like it better when a team gets. I think they enjoyed that. They weren't afraid of filling that ball. They wanted it. They knew they looked. That's their kind of party. I think they were kind of disappointed. Just like
I think Philly. I think
Philly fought back at least.
Indy wanted it. They got beat.
They're pussies. When you get out rebounded by 11 and they're missing one of their best rebounders, and then another guy goes out, you are a bunch of pussies. You're a bunch of pussies. It's not their fault. They came for a fight. You guys didn't show up. I'm not going to discredit them. They showed up. You wet yourselves. Get out of here. You're Jerry Mitchell. Just pay Revell the $300 and call it a day. Okay? Call it a day. I should put that on my phone so you can fucking see Revell's face when he looks at me. He goes, you didn't even try. How's that feel? He just looked like he smelled the worst fart ever. And then just walks on. You're the biggest pussy I've ever met in my life. That, right now, that's the Indiana Pacers. And the New York Knicks are Buddy Revell. And I don't see any fucking, what was those things she had? Oh, the brass knuckles. He used the brass knuckles in the fight, by the way. Yeah, there's no brass knuckles in Indiana. Sorry. So, anyway, Knicks are up 2-0.
Rick Carlisle got tossed.
Did he really?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No, I must have missed that part.
Damn, you weren't watching this one, huh?
Well, at one point they went up where I'm like, they're not coming back. It wasn't the end of the game. I started getting the set ready. I was preparing for the show, John. I'm sorry. I knew the game was
So,
big.
Rick Carlisle, really? You didn't
I
watch the
left.
end of that game?
No, I left to go
Oh,
sit
my God.
because I knew it was over. Next day, I didn't get to tell.
It
They had
it was a good finish.
They had their window where
a
they
really
could have
good
done it,
finish.
and then once Brunson got out, I'm like, this is over.
Carlisle on ejection, he said Pacers deserve a fair shot.
Really, Rick?
He's starting to do the Nick Nurse.
Rick, as a fellow Worcester Academy alum, it sickens me that you said that. Okay? Because honestly, what do you mean? They didn't have Jalen Brunson for a whole quarter. Then, when he came back, no. Now they're going to lose Anunoby for over a quarter. I mean, fair. I think it was a little more than fair, Carlisle. Because honestly, if I'm a reporter in that room, I don't care about fucking. I'd be like, well, but didn't they?
What would you have said?
I would have been like, well, hold up, coach. Wait, coach. Let me ask you a question. Jalen Brunson missed the second quarter. He's their best player. Okay. In the fourth quarter, actually in the third quarter, they lose their second best player, who's also their best defender. Unfair? If anything, you had an overwhelming advantage for large periods of this game.
Ooh, what do you think he'd say?
Yet you failed to put away a seemingly less equipped opponent. Your thoughts? Oh, wait, did the refs knock him out? Did the refs knock? I don't think the refs were involved in those. I think it was your team, your players. Okay? What are we talking about here? Come on, Rick. Seriously. Bullshit. Your team's a bunch of pussies. Deal with it. Pussies.
Come on, Ricky.
Pussies, Rick. Pussies. Okay? And until they get a pair of Saka, they ain't. No. It may not even go 6.
A Saka?
Because I think the Knicks will get the way that's how mad they just wilted.
So you think even
it wasn't like they
what
were.
if the Knicks are undermanned again?
If Anunoby can't play,
Can they get a game without OG?
I think the Knicks can.
Well, I mean, they basically
Because the Pacers are a bunch of
they
pussies.
won the fourth quarter without Anunoby.
Without Anunoby, and the Pacers were ahead at the half.
Right.
With Anunoby.
By 10.
Yeah. So, again, Brunson wasn't there. So, look, the thing is,
I know you're downplaying it, but I love what Brunson did tonight.
that's great what he did. I'm just looking at the lack of fucking sack from the fucking.
Sure.
That doesn't mean they would have won.
Yeah.
But put up a fucking fight. Don't just wilt.
I mean, I thought they were trying.
Dude, effort is rebounding is all about effort.
I know.
The Knicks looked like at times in that fourth quarter they were the only ones under the basket jumping. I mean, there was no yellow jerseys anywhere there. That's what it looked like. That's not even putting up a fight. I have no respect for that as a competitor. Because I can tell.
I think they were just like looking at rebounds.
Deer in the headlights. Deer in the headlights. Not focusing on, hey, this is what they do. Get your ass on an ass and move these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Don't let them stand there and play catch together. I was like, it was ridiculous. It's just like, it was all of them. It was all of them. Nobody boxed out on the entire Indiana team. Not out. Nobody. They didn't box the shooter out. Nobody boxed anybody out. The whole fucking game. It's like, if they weren't so good on offense, the Knicks would have beat them by 50. But they still can score because they can shoot and all that kind of crap. But it's like having 5
Knicks missed some defensive
it's like having 5 Luka Doncics out there. They'll put up 130 on one end, but they'll give up 135 on the other. And they will. That's what it looks like.
Got hurt. Did you see that?
He tried to play with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how bad it is, but right now, I mean, it's game 1. Dallas isn't in trouble yet.
They didn't need that
game. They didn't need that game. That's not the game 1 is always the home team has to come out and hit you in the mouth. Game 2 is the one. Yeah. So I wouldn't.
They're gonna have to turn the tables.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to read too much. Again, what we don't know is the severity of Luka's knee.
That's true.
If Luka is not 100%, it's over. I can they won't beat him. They can't beat them without a healthy Luka. I can tell you that. They can't.
Yeah, because even though he's not a quick guy,
doesn't have to be.
Right, but I'm saying, but he needs his full knee. You know what I'm saying?
Do what he does.
Right.
Yes.
Like he needs his base.
Because a lot of what he does is based on leverage.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have 2 good knees to do that. Not fast. It's not,
right.
But you have
get
to
to your spots
get to your spot ahead and establish
yeah.
and use leverage because you have that on him already.
Yeah.
He does that as well as anybody I've ever seen.
I feel like
that would include Larry Bird.
I feel like Brunson's like that.
He is like that
with his footwork, and that's why I'm worried about him with his foot.
Well, he did come back. If he was able to come back in the game, it couldn't have been that bad.
You don't think so?
No.
You think maybe something happened to it? He was more scared than. Like
I would thought if it was serious, they'd have thought long term. Wait a minute. We got to win. Let's get him healthy for game 3 or game 4 and steal one.
Yeah.
Don't risk the whole thing right now for one game. Because by the way, to your point, Tom, if he comes back, I'm saying, what if that happened?
I'd be
So
upset.
I don't think I'm saying that's why I don't think he was seriously hurt.
Look, I wouldn't.
They wouldn't have. I don't think they would have done
Here's the
this.
thing. I wouldn't blame the guy because I know how bad he wants to do it. But I wish I would actually blame the team if that was the case because they need to save him from himself if he's really going to hurt
I don't think
himself.
the team made a mistake. I don't think he was that hurt.
Yeah,
He was
Okay.
hurt,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like a
You're right. I mean, his dad's there.
His dad's
So,
right there too. His dad. That's his dad wouldn't let
family.
that happen.
It's family
His,
at that
his
point.
dad
yeah.
wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, I don't
His
think
dad-
the
his
team
dad's
would-
too smart.
Yeah, you're right.
His dad's too smart.
The team couldn't make a bad decision about his health because his dad is right there.
His dad played in the league for 9 years. His dad would go, no.
And Tibbs, it
Yeah.
seems like, I mean, he knew Tibbs when he was a kid because Tibbs was the coach.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Of the
it
Celtics,
is like it's all family.
I'm saying the Knicks would not have screwed this up. So
right.
I don't think he was severely hurt. He got hurt on the play.
Yeah.
But he was well to come back and he shook it off and he was okay. And by the way, he was great in the fourth quarter. So he looked pretty healthy to me.
To me,
So-
he lost a little something, which is why I was more impressed at what he did.
Well, with
because-
that Indiana defense, you can lose a little something and still do a little something on the side.
Well, he showed that.
Yeah, he did.
But
So, I don't know if that's more on him or more of an
well, it's a
indictment on
combo.
that.
It's a combo. I'm not trying to say he did that against the fucking 80s Pistons. I'm just saying.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He
That's a good
fucking
pull. That's a good pull right there.
was it?
80s Pistons?
I mean, tough defense.
No, the best. That too. Them and the 60s Celtics are the best defensive teams
Right.
ever.
So I'm not trying to say that
right.
Brunson did that against the team like that.
No.
But the fact that I think he was legitimately hampered, I think there's something going on with his feet because it took him a while to get in. And then I think adrenaline took over, and maybe he wasn't thinking about it as
or whatever
much.
he shot his leg up with,
Maybe it finally kicked in. Yeah.
which is very possible as well. Look,
So
again,
I
we don't
hope
know
he
the
comes out of
severity.
this game
We don't know
healthy,
the severity of it,
legit.
but I'll tell you this: if he doesn't play in Game 3,
It's gonna be rough, but
without him and Anunoby, they won't win. No way.
if they win that game,
Pacers should hang themselves.
yeah.
Just hang yourselves.
Jesus, stop,
Just hang yourselves, all of you.
RJ. Why so violent?
If I lose a game at home
You're not
to a
hanging
Knicks team
yourself, Jesus
without,
Christ.
and my team,
You're high right now.
My
Why are you
team,
speaking
stop.
such
I'm
violence?
speaking as a concerned coach. If I am coming home and we know we have to win that game, and they're missing those two guys, and we lose,
Stop. It's not funny.
seriously, done. You're done. You're frauds. You're beyond frauds. You're posers. It's terrible. Those
Very
dudes.
bitter tonight.
Well, the Bruins. I'm not going to talk about the Bruins, but
I mean, is that what it is?
it's part of it.
Last time the Bruins pissed you off, but Yoda came and you were okay. Tonight, my God,
Because the thing about tonight was
so goddamn prickly.
no,
dude.
it's not that they lost. I thought they were going to lose Game 2.
Do you want to talk
It's
about the
that
Celtics?
In the segment 2. Listen, the bottom line is this. Because we're going to end this. We're going to keep around the 35-minute mark. We do good there. Our ratings are better there. Anyways, it goes from 2 to 4.
We actually doubled
you
our
realize our
viewership.
ratings
We have doubled our viewership.
If we keep it at 35, it's like a speed. It's right there.
We are growing at 100% rate.
I'm saying, when you in one shot, just because of the minutes, yeah. Anyway, the bottom line is this: we'll talk about that in segment 2. But
I just hope you're nicer.
the thing is the Bruins. It's not that they lost; it's the way they lost. I mean, 6-1 when you were up 1-0. I want to tell
Well,
you,
they did the same thing game 1.
yeah,
right?
but the difference was that team was off for a week. They were off for an entire week. They were rusty. The Bruins were just coming off against the Bruins. They were all fired up. That was a whole. This team had been sitting around for 7 days with their feet up. They weren't ready for the moment. They proved that tonight. But the thing is that the Bruins
But
just
now they came back super strong. They got knocked on their ass and went, okay.
Bruins just bent over.
Who's the higher seed?
The Panthers were, but the Bruins threw it. That's why at the end the Panthers only were like 1 point ahead of them. So they're not really much any different. But the Bruins were tanking to get a different matchup, and they got the one they wanted. So, and people have brought that question up. Did you do the right thing? I mean, they were going to get these guys in, but they thought that Tampa Bay had a shot of upsetting them, which turned out to be no.
I'm saying they just stole two. They just stole the game, didn't they?
They took game 1, 5-1.
Game 1. All right.
They got the split.
So come on.
Yeah.
Can't kill them too bad.
It's not that I expected them to lose. I expected them to get bum blasted. By the way, one of the goals, the one I texted you on, the defenseman who sucked all night, McAvoy, he shouldn't even collect a paycheck. He was so bad tonight. He looked like me out there on skates. He, of all things, he's been screwing up the whole game. He just decides to slide right in front of the goalie as there's a guy 20 feet away winding up a shot. The goalie can't even see it, and then all of a sudden the puck goes by the goalie's shoulder. It's like Daria after the ball goes by, and then she moves her arm. That's what it was, because he couldn't see it because this guy's ass was in his face. I'm like, you screened your own goalie. That's rule number one as a defenseman. Never screen your own goalie from a shot, because his best defense is he can see it. Yeah. You cover it, you block him. That's the whole point of throwing people in front of the net. Now you're doing him a favor, which probably
but that was one goal.
Dude, that's when the wheels fell off the wagon.
They were already down?
It was 2-1. And all of a sudden nothing happened for a while. And then that's when this happened. And then the fucking floodgates opened. It was just like, what the fuck?
Hockey's like that, though, with momentum, isn't it? Can't it just avalanche on you?
How do you just... And by the way, he didn't get checked into his goalie. He just skated right in front of him.
He just fell asleep.
And then one thing, if he got pushed and you're checking somebody and they move, that I can get. Not this. The guy just kind of slid over there, floated over, and then he's like looking, and he's right in front of him. Yeah. Dave Donkey, what the fuck you do? It's just, if there's nobody in front of the net, you shouldn't be there. So that's it. So that's how bad they were. They were making stupid plays like that. So that's my Bruins take. We'll come back segment 2. We are going to talk Boston Celtics. They rolled last night.
I'm going to shit on their whole game. I'm going to be like,
well,
you've been
calling
Cavs.
He's been calling Cleveland soft forever. So
I'm like the Cavs with no Jared Allen. Oh yeah, great game, Derek White.
We didn't have Kristoff.
Oh yeah. Do you know how pathetic the Cleveland Cavaliers are? Didn't even show up.
Kristaps Porzingis is better than Jared Allen.
Yes. Further proving my point.
Anyway,
further proving my point.
You know what? I'm already in a better mood. We're going to come back.
Aren't you further proving my point? Cleveland is a train wreck.
There is no. Listen.